Twitter users are asking fans to cancel YouTube's Ace Family channel after claims that Austin McBroom is a rapist. The husband and father in the wildly successful video couple, whose partner is Catherine Pays, was the subject of a YouTube video by makeup artist Cole Kerrigan on Monday. And some fans were quick to believe Kerrigan's claims. But the long list of accusations and lawsuits faced by the Ace family do not end there. Don't forget to watch today's video to the very end for learning about the downfall of the Ace family, Austin McBroom and Catherine scams, lawsuits, and fraud. But before we begin, we request you to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss another upload of ours. Having said that, let's jump right in. Accusations in Cole's video. Family blogger and patriarch of the Ace family Austin McBroom, his father, and other acquaintances have been accused of sexual assault in a new video posted by YouTuber Cole Kerrigan. Kerrigan uploaded a 15-minute video titled "The Truth About the Ace Family." On Monday, he opened by discussing the recent rumors about McBroom cheating on his wife, Catherine Pays, before saying the allegations go further than just infidelity. Kerrigan claimed that his friend and another woman were assaulted by McBroom and several people he knew. He claimed he was making the video on behalf of them because they signed an NDA and because it is difficult to bring allegations forward against a prominent man. According to Kerrigan, the two girls had been drinking when they went back to their room to change. McBroom, his security guard, father, and two friends followed them back. "Obviously, I don't have recordings of what went down in the room," Kerrigan said, "but my friend told me that she repeatedly said no multiple times over and over to the point where she started crying and begging them to stop. That's when they forced themselves in her, and I will insert the photos of the blood all over the bed sheets in the hotel room right here." He included a photo that showed blood stains on sheets as potential evidence that the intercourse was forced. He also called his friend so she could tell her story, though she was not named and her voice was distorted to hide her identity. She also said that she and another woman had walked to their room and that the group had followed them there. She claimed that the guys were being flirty, but she and the other girl were too under the influence to push them off. She said that one of McBroom's friends had sex with her without her consent and that McBroom's father tried to force her to perform oral sex. "But the next thing I remember is, unfortunately, being on the bed and his NBA player friend was having sex with me," she said. "I don't ever remember giving him consent to. The next thing I remember is looking up and Austin's dad Alan is there and I am seeing him unbuckle his pants, pull down his pants, and pull out his penis in front of my face, basically wanting me to suck his penis." She went on to say that around then, the security guard walked in and she went to check in on her friend. "All of a sudden I hear her yelling no and screaming and crying," she said. "And all of the guys start rushing around the room because my friend is literal hysterical crying and sobbing and she's just sitting in the shower. Then after that, we just got in bed and we were just crying for the rest of the night." Kerrigan's video also included several screenshots to show that his friends had met with McBroom. There were screenshots that show McBroom and his father in Miami on June 21, the night before the incident. But this was not the first allegation that the Ace family is hit with. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's now take a look at their long history of mess-ups. The foreclosure. Most of the action in the family's videos takes place in their house, a glamorous $10.1 million mansion in Los Angeles that they moved into in 2019. But on Tuesday, ownership of the Ace family's house was transferred to a beneficiary after no one bid on the property at a public foreclosure auction, which came months after the family received a notice of default, as Insider previously reported. Now the family could be evicted from their home if the beneficiary, a private mortgage lending company called Five Arch Funding Corporation, files an eviction lawsuit against the McBrooms. Ahead of the foreclosure news, the family has spent the last year mired in other financial and legal issues. Cosmetics company sues Catherine for alleged coup. The family's legal trouble dates back to at least April, when the cosmetics startup TBL Cosmetics filed a lawsuit against Catherine who, according to TBL Cosmetics, had signed a contract with the company to jointly found 1212 Gateway, a premium skincare line, with ethically sourced ingredients. According to TBL's complaint, Catherine was supposed to be the face of the company and promoted on social media, while TBL would perform managerial operations and other behind-the-scenes work. But TBL alleged the YouTuber conspired with her family, friends, and other underutilized members or idol of her entourage to stage a takeover of 1212 Gateway's management, or effectively enact a coup against TBL. TBL accused Catherine in a court filing of threatening to unilaterally dissolve 1212 Gateway in April after she allegedly changed the passwords to all of 1212 Gateway's accounts, email, website, social media, Shopify, in March. Catherine denied all the allegations in a court filing she submitted in July. Austin McBroom's social gloves controversy. Austin McBroom is facing legal pressure from multiple angles a month and a half after his influencer boxing event Social Gloves, Battle of the Platforms. 6 YouTubers, including McBroom, and 6 TikTokers met in the ring on June 12 in the hopes of raising millions. Financial expectations set by the success of other boxing events featuring influencers such as Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather. But the event did not produce the number of pay-per-view purchases McBroom, who is known for the Ace Family YouTube blog channel, had anticipated. In the end, the event only sold 136,000 subscriptions for packages starting at $49.99 and going up to $89.99. The event's total profits ended up being significantly lower than the production team's goal of $200 million to $500 million. Some of the contestants have said they have not yet been paid the amounts they were promised and may not until a legal battle concludes. Here are the lawsuits and legal threats McBroom may be facing related to the match. McBroom is being sued by the media company he partnered with. Media company Live X Live is suing McBroom and his company, Simply Greatest Productions, SGP, seeking $100 million in damages. The lead attorney representing Live X Live, Jeffrey Katz, told Insider that the money made by the event won't meet the expenses and contracts incurred by McBroom, and that the whole event was built on a stack of lies. Katz said McBroom refused to take the advice of Live X Live's marketing executives, which is why the several billion supposed social media impressions did not translate to a sufficient number of pay-per-views. He claimed that while Live X Live does retain some proceeds from the event, it is significantly less than what is needed to pay all contestants what they were promised. It was only when the final numbers came in that SGP tried to flip the narrative, Katz said, accusing Live X Live of lying and cheating and diverting sales. Live X Live will keep the funds until SGP drops a rival lawsuit against them, which they say is harming their stock price. Meanwhile, SGP's lawsuit alleges breach of contract and fraud. It accuses Live X Live of going over budget by millions, with the promise that endorsements and sponsorship agreements would deliver a bigger profit. SGP and McBroom are also placing blame on their former business partner Paul Kazers, whom they say over-exaggerated his experience in the entertainment industry, according to the lawsuit. Taylor Holder and Nate Wyatt are suing McBroom for their insufficient payment. TikTokers Taylor Holder and Nate Wyatt filed a lawsuit on August 2 against McBroom and SGP, stating they had only received a fraction of the money they were promised. The filing states McBroom promised the event would make $500 million in profit, with Holder slated to receive $2 million and Wyatt with $500,000. The lawsuit also claims McBroom offered first priority, position to more fighters than he could follow through with. McBroom himself was one of the event's headliners. James Harden reportedly said he's waiting for his money. Brooklyn Nets star James Harden and rapper Lil Baby both invested millions into the event, according to Holder and Wyatt's lawsuit, as Billboard reported. Harden has sent legal letters to McBroom saying he is owed roughly $2.4 million, according to a report from Page 6. Bryce Hall hinted that his conversation wasn't over with McBroom. TikToker Bryce Hall, who headlined the event with McBroom, said he was set to make $5 million from the fight, as well as 4% of the pay-per-view profits. Legally, we're talking to them, Hall said in an interview with influencer Paparazzi The Hollywood Fix in July, when asked if he would be paid at all. I'm sure everything will come out very soon. With that, we end today's video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join in a next time for more of such interesting content.